All our videos start with this floor. They all start with the same floor.
Oh well.
It's like a motif because we haven't got anywhere else to film.
We need to find another floor.
What have you been up to, Jules?
A bit of music, a bit of this, a bit of online dating.
And you said you weren't to discuss the online dating.
Absolutely not.
Not this is relevant in the slightest.
It could be important.
I think it's one of those things that, I mean, it's not even that early.
No.
It's one of those things that you kind of bring up when you're tired. So, I don't know why this is being brought up.
What's happened is I put Jules on the spot.
You did.
Well, let's talk more about On the Tracks, because
That's why we're here.
that's really good. I don't know if we've got anything about On the Tracks at all, but just to give sort of like a general history of it, On the Tracks was the first track that Sometimes King wrote as in this format. So,
I thought the primary wrote it.
well, we're now Sometimes King. The primary is now dead, so we don't really be directing people there. So
I didn't get the memo.
Didn't get the memo. So Sometimes King wrote for On the Tracks, and it was, I guess it was kind of, I don't know. It's very significant because it defined our direction, but it was nowhere near the techniques that we use sort of like latterly. It was nowhere near those techniques. We were just kind of like just discovering the way that we wanted to write. So it's quite significant, but it was bitty, and it was like a collage of sounds or collage of bits rather than an actual song. So we sort of left it, but now because we're coming to the final few songs of the album, we've come back to On the Tracks and we've rewritten like little bits and pieces. So we got a new verse, new pre-chorus. The structure's changed.
The lyrics have changed.
The lyrics have changed. Yeah, the lyrics have changed.
The only thing that's the same is the chorus.
Yeah.
And the kind of initial sort of ba 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 ba. You know, the kind of vocal.
Yeah.
Bit of that.
Give them a reference, Damo.
I just did.
I know, but you can.
Well, you do it. You're the singer. You do the bat and bow bit.
You can give them a reference.
Well, look, you do the bat and bow. I'll do the tuba.
But you sit down.
Yeah, just put a reference on. a proper reference. But we're almost at the close of it. I think we're almost at the close of it, and then we'll be starting When It Snows. So I guess, you know, have a listen. I don't think that there's not a whole bunch we can sort of talk about. Really to.
Well, it depends on what, you know. There was little things like we had like a live flute on it at one point.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah.
And that's what I just did.
That's it. That's the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
The long and the short of it is at one point we had a live flute on it.
But do you want me to sing that?
And do you know what else that happened once? I came in at 5:10.
This isn't going very well.
In fact, we've come back to On the Tracks. We didn't really want to kind of labour over it too much, but that doesn't mean that we're trying to.
I have to say though that I listened to the original last night actually, and there was some friends around, whatever, and listening to it, and it sounded really good, but it sounded thin, like really thin, and kind of it sounded like an initial idea demo of something with some really good bits in it.
So it's better now then?
I think so. I think it's better now. I mean, it sounds fuller now, and obviously we've got some much better instruments and so forth on there as well. The drums sound obviously a lot better.
So it's mix day then today?
Yeah.
Bit of a mix day. It'll be mixing. And then later on we'll catch up with our new feature, Sometimes King, with with our dating guru Jules, who's going to give you some tips and tricks on how to go out and get some women out there.
No, I'm not. We're not going to talk about dating.
Yeah, is this our new feature?
You know, we talk about it a lot.
Hold on a minute, can I just say, of course we talk about it a lot because this is one of our new features. This is the new feature, Online Dating with Jules. You can't talk about it. How can you not talk about one of the features? It's a feature of one of the... This is the
I don't... Right, Glenn, let me ask you a point-blank question, Jules. Do you want us to discuss your dating life every week on a camera? How do you feel about that, Jules?
Perhaps not.
Right, Ashley?
Okay.
Let's stop that now.
Yeah, it's a monthly feature. So complete and Philharmonic. I don't know what what else we can really say about that? They are amazing. That has completely changed actually, which is what's actually happening now in the primary. Just to sort of like fill everybody in. Not the primary, Sometimes King. What's happening now with the Sometimes King album? Is that we have. I think this is track 7 that we've written. But because we've bought this new software, as I said, when you get new software, you really want to kind of replace the old sounds with what you bought new, because it will inevitably sound better, because certain
better samples really.
Better samples,
like for example with the Abbey Road drums in Contact. Every drum was recorded a certain amount of times with the microphone, with different hits, different velocity hits. So whereas like a Logic drum is kind of all right, but a bit flat, and obviously a drum kit being played is brilliant, but the better of both worlds is to have a drum kit being played and then replaced using some really quality samples.
Well,
because you've got the room, you've got the ambience, haven't you? Like with the drums, it's not just the drums, it's the ambience of the room it's recorded in. So with Abbey Road, you've got that room without having to actually go in and pay for that place, which will cost you £1 million a day. So you've got the ambience of the drum, which you would never have in a studio.
Well, you should say that actually.
Apart from what happened the other day.
Yeah. We've got techniques. But so we're, the other thing is we're going through the process of going over and replacing some of our old sounds with the new sounds.
Fast cars, laser beam, satellite, submarine, sidekick, hot chicks, tomorrow never dies. Odd jobs, bowler hats, food, a man in white cats. Maybe I've been losing all my life. I'm in a hole. Stop! I can't get up. But I don't care at all. I'm out of luck. I take my curtain call. My chips are down. But I'm not feeling low. It's been a blast. But now it's time to go.
Anyway, if that's what it is, I'm sure that's what it is. Look it up on the internet.